Back now at 8:11 with our exclusive interview with Justin Bieber. He's about to launch a world tour, and he's out with a new book called Just Getting Started. And today's special correspondent, Ryan Seacrest, recently caught up with the international superstar for a very candid conversation.
I feel like I'm definitely growing up. I mean, I'm 18, but I just remember when you were 18. I don't like.
Not too long ago.
Exactly. I mean, I think that when you're 18, you're not fully a man yet. I think that you are becoming the person that you're going to be, but now I feel like I have more responsibilities with different aspects of my life, having to sign more contracts and do more of the business side.
I remember being younger, 18 years old, having role models.
Yeah.
People you look up to, people you admire. Who are yours?
I look up to Michael Jackson as far as being the ultimate entertainer. His music just has so much passion and emotion in it, and I feel like I want that passion and emotion to be portrayed in my music the way he did.
And you admire the moves, the style. Is that your phone?
Yeah, that's my phone. I mean, 18, always texting. I got girls texting me all the time.
It's a moment like this that reminds you Justin Bieber is still a teen. No longer this kid, but more like this young adult.
I just don't want to be another teen heartthrob, because that's just annoys me to think that that's what people will think of me. I just want to prove people wrong.
Do you think you've made steps and taken steps to start doing that?
Yeah, I think hearing older people say, wow, like this new album's great, like I didn't know that was Justin Bieber, or As Long As You Love Me, that's Justin Bieber saying. Like, I like those reactions because I feel like they're judging me based on my music and not based on, you know, a flick of my hair, you know, because that's not what I want, you know, although that's fun.
Although you don't hate that.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
In his new book, Just Getting Started, the 18-year-old gives fans a candid behind-the-scenes look at his life, both on and off the road.
Do you draw a line anywhere? Is there stuff that's off limits?
Of course. I mean, once I start talking about like too much into my personal, like my family and like my, you know, relationships and stuff, I like to keep some of that private.
You do give some dating advice. I'm going to read a quote from the book. You say, remember guys, if your friends give you a hard time about being romantic, it's just because they don't know how to treat their lady right.
Yeah.
Are you a romantic guy?
I think I'm a pretty romantic guy, yeah.
What's the most romantic thing you've done?
The most romantic thing that I've done is the Staples Center thing.
You rented out the Staples Center,
Yeah.
dinner for two, movie night?
Yeah, movie night, we watched Titanic.
He is, of course, referring to girlfriend Selena Gomez. The couple is a popular target of the paparazzi. Bieber himself has had headline-making run-ins recently.
Have they gotten any less aggressive?
Not really. I mean, they're so annoying. Like, I can't tell you how annoying these people are. Like, they antagonize you.
And you talked about the incident on the freeway where you were pulled over for speeding and you called 911.
I have like 5 cars following me.
Was that a dangerous moment?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was definitely, unfortunately, I was going fast, and
Right.
I feel like I was being irresponsible, but I didn't feel in the moment that I was being irresponsible because I was so, like, my head was like, these people are following me. I'm going to a place where I don't need them to be following me.
Last year, Justin faced another firestorm after a woman filed a paternity suit claiming he was the father of her child. Justin strongly denied the allegations, but did agree to take a DNA test. The suit was withdrawn.
Why did you feel like you wanted to talk about that, even briefly, in the book and on the album?
When it was all happening and stuff, you know, people were always telling me, you know, you can't really talk about it. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I wanted to be able to really just say in my words, you know, how I felt.
Away from all the media attention, Justin's main focus is music. He's about to embark on his Believe World Tour. Sometimes, though, it's not just his own music that he believes in.
For those who don't know, you helped launch the career of Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yes.
A song that you heard on the radio, Call Me Maybe.
I was just like, this is probably the most catchiest song I've ever heard in my whole life. Like, Call Me Maybe, like, who thought of this song?
And you made a viral video.
Yeah.
To help her out.
Well, that was actually before I officially signed her. We were just doing that for fun. It was kind of just a spontaneous thing.
And it worked. Mm-hmm. You have the power to anoint.
Oh, thank you.
One person we can thank for that power, Justin's mother, Patty Millett, who in her new memoir reveals that she almost named her world-famous son Jesse.
I feel like I'm not a Jesse, so that would have been weird.
But you couldn't have that conversation in that moment.
Yeah, I'm not like, Mom, don't name me Jesse, please.
I called him Jesse like the whole pregnancy, and then once he was born, I was like, no, he doesn't look like a Jesse.
Justin would go on to give his mom a run for her money.
That was not easy.
No, you were not easy.
Well, please, share something. You can't just say that.
I was not easy. I got suspended from school, like every year.
Every year.
And did you think, what a troubled child I've got?
You know, I had a teacher tell me that, she's like, I have 30 students and 1. When he's good, the whole class is good, and when he's bad, the whole class is bad. So we pulled him aside and we said, you're a leader. And he said, I'm a leader.
A leader who would become an international superstar. And if his book title is to be believed, he's just getting started.
When you sit at home at night and think about your goals and the things you're striving for next, what's on that list?
Well, Grammys, because I haven't won a Grammy.
Have you thought about your speech?
I haven't really, although when I speak in front of, like, I'm not good at it, so I think I should probably think about it, prepare, because I get up there and I'm like, thank you to God, and thanks for Michael Jackson, because he made us all. Like, what was I thinking when I said, I don't know, but I should probably think about that speech.
By the way, Justin will perform on tonight's finale of America's Got Talent, and you can see more of Ryan's interview with him immediately following on RockCenter with Brian Williams.